Let's go, walk down, gang, got running. Now get behind my push and running. Fast that car, hoe go 200. Big walk down, young nigga hop out of face, can't get away, get up the bump stock chase. I got plenty of hoe for the street, can't save. Gang, you wanna be watching my movie like cable. Walk down, gang, got them young nigga wild. Bad purse on the plane, hoe higher than the pie. Told this line, chill out, a little bro vibe. $100,000 chain, fame on driving. Let's go, she scream 4K.
What else, go?
Hey, P, where you at, man? You with the kids, you in the you got the show, you in the poop, man. What the hell going on, man?
The weak parts of this truck right now is the bottom end and maybe the rear end.
Running on money, I'm sound like an athlete.
I got about 65,000.
Someone don't ask me, she a pretty girl, but she get nasty. No,
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pop, because we are back with another video. In today's video, I will be reviewing a GMC Sierra behind me. Now, this is not your ordinary GMC Sierra. This one has a lot, and I mean a lot, of work done to it, from the motor, to the lift, to the wheels. Every single thing is done to this truck now. I got my guy Chris behind me.
Who are you?
My name's Chris Musgrove. This is my 2005 GMC Sierra. I bought this truck December of 22, so I've had it about a year and 6 months. I got it stock from my buddy's cousin in Monroe, and ever since I just kind of been doing stuff to it slowly. I guess we'll just start from the front. So when I got this truck, the bumper and stuff was messed up, so I bought a new bumper. I put the metal piece on, but I didn't put the bottom piece on because it needs to get painted. It's just raw plastic, so the bumper's kind of messed up. This grill is just a chrome, I think it's a 2500 grill from a diesel. Clears, Amazon, 8-inch show off. These aren't a 7 to 9 because of the torsion bars, so it's an 8-inch, and you can kind of like turn them up 7 to 9 with the keys. These keys aren't turned up very much. I probably got 1.5 inches of bolts left. So in the engine bay, this is kind of what everyone looks at. No one else looks at anything else. So this is just the stock bottom end 5.3 that came in the truck. It has 210,000 miles on it. The intake setup, so this pink thing in the middle, it's just a Harley low ram intake. It really does nothing other than look good. Between the intakes, a TIC Performance 1500 horsepower air-to-water intercooler. The injectors are 1300cc FICs. That's a Nick Williams 103 throttle body. Another thing that's kind of useless, but it just looks nice. I have dual 525 wall rolls in the pump or in the gas tank with a Huron Speed fuel kit. I made all my own fuel lines. It's 10 AN and 8 AN return. Power Master 245 amp alternator with a 3-inch Motion Raceworks pulley. Because if you spin these over 55, 6,000 RPM, you'll blow the alternators up. Maybe not the Power Masters, but the stock ones will. The turbos are VS Racing 6762s. The turbo kit, so the exhaust and then the log manifolds. The manifolds aren't one off, but this exhaust is one off, so I guess I could say I do have a custom turbo kit. All the work here was done by me. It has, you know, the cam and then all the top end goodies for the cam. Bottom end stock, like I said, no ring gap. I am making 15 to 20 pounds of boost right now. I'm having a wastegate / boost controller issue right now, so it's making some heat. So for a stock 5.3 on 15 pounds of boost on 93, it's kind of dangerous. But I mean, I did some racing yesterday. I beat a Crossfire 300, 5010 speed F-150. It was a crew cab. I don't think it was tuned, so that's not that impressive. And then I raced a tuned and deleted 6.7, like a steel body, and just about lost. So this thing's not, it looks crazy, but it ain't crazy. Radiator's just Alloy Works high performance radiator with electric fans and then the fan shroud. This truck came with electric fans, so I didn't have to do any crazy work to get that to work. Snell fabrication, coolant reservoir tank. Another thing that's kind of useless, but it just looks nice. This does have two-step. I have a Langenfelter LNC 2000. What that allows me to do, instead of the MSD box, I can do the two-step, but also allows me to do a timing retard because it's for nitrous. So whenever you're spraying nitrous, you don't want to have a bunch of timing in the motor because bad things can happen. So it allows me to spray a bunch of fuel and retard the timing, and it shoots a lot of fire. And I think that pretty much sums up the motor. There's a lot of ICT billet stuff to make it look nice. Stock oil pump, 2005, original oil pump.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a whole nother type of language to me right now. Like, I'm mad confused, but I'm listening to what he's saying. But I can tell you one thing, he has everything down to the T. Like, every spec that's done to this motor, he broke it down to y'all. Now, I don't know how you remember everything. Like, them numbers and stuff, I don't know.
Because I click buy on it, and I have to look at the price and sit there and say, do I really want to spend this much money on a 2005 Sierra that's not going to do nothing for me?
If you take an estimate, how much do you think you invest into this motor?
When I bought the truck, the taxes for the truck, everything I put into the truck, not oil and not gas, because, you know, I got about 65,000.
God damn!
Question I get asked is, how much is just in the engine bay?
$65,000?
Yeah. And that, not finance, not nothing. That's paid for and done. I can't get that money back.
Just give me my money.
But how much do you think you can get if you were to sell it today?
I think there'd be some real serious people around the 30 mark if you find the right person. If I listed it for sale, it'd probably sit for a long time. But I think someone would give 30 for it if they really understood what was here. The thing that would kill the deal is probably the stock bottom end 5.3, because those are known to not hold a lot of power. But I mean, it's kind of hit or miss with those. Sometimes they'll hold boost, sometimes they won't. And this has been holding boost since PCB. I have less than 500 miles on it since I did this. But just in the engine bay, $21,565 in the engine bay. That includes fuel pumps as well.
I want you to do what I tell you to. Throw your wallet or money or whatever you have on you at the screen that you're watching it on, and then realize you've just got robbed.
But that's because I spent a bunch of money on just stuff that wasn't necessary. Like this whole intake system, so from the throttle body all the way down to where it bolts up to the heads is about $4,500. Fuel injectors, the tick, air to water, throttle body. There's a lot of money here wasted on things that just I wanted because it looked nice. Like the turbo kit. The turbo kit was $3 grand, which is, I think it was cheap. That includes the charge pipe. But I mean, I just wanted it because I thought it looked nice and it wasn't something that, you know, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's a eBay turbo kit or something. It looks presentable, and that's really what I wanted.
I wouldn't say it was a waste because you enjoy it. Now, if you didn't enjoy it, then it'd be a waste of money, but you are excited with your build. You're happy about it, so I wouldn't say it was a waste. I can tell you one thing, this thing definitely catches a lot of people's eyes.
No, people will walk past the SEMA build to come look at this because it's something crazy.
You never built a motor before. This is your first motor,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I didn't know how to put a cam in before I did this. I just did it. The main chunk was David's truck, the red cat eye.
Now, if y'all don't know David, David is the video that I did right here that y'all looking at right now. That's what inspired him to do his truck like his.
Yeah, so if it weren't for David, I wouldn't have done this. He told me that it's not worth it because he has all kinds of problems, but I've been pretty lucky. The only thing, I blew up a radiator. That's it. I mean, I've had good luck with it. I haven't had many issues. But Austin Rowden was a big part of it too. He's the guy that tuned the truck. And if it weren't for those two guys, I mean, and Luke Layton, Luke helped a lot, Caden Farrell, I mean, there's just a bunch of people, like, I'm sure I'm forgetting, that helped with this. Another main thing that I forgot about this is I did a manual brake conversion. So there's no brake booster or hydro boost or nothing on this. This is just my foot stopping this truck. No ABS delete. So it's just from this master cylinder to the wheels. The way it works is your brake pedal's a mechanical advantage. So what you do is you move that pin higher up and you get a much higher mechanical advantage. It doesn't stop as fast or as hard as a brake boost application, but I mean, it's plenty safe to drive on the road. This is what race cars use. Track cars, drag cars, whatever. This is the setup they use. Now they have better brake calipers, but I mean this works fine, just fine. The head bolts and head gasket, they're Felt Pro head stud or head bolts and gaskets from Amazon. It held 24 pounds of boost for a little bit.
Have you ever put this on a dyno and see how much horsepower it has?
No, so right now we're making about 15 pounds of boost. It's supposed to make 10, but it's making 15. And our fuel tables are holding it, so in the tune, it's holding it, it's not leaning out. So theoretically speaking, every 14.9 pounds of boost doubles your horsepower. So this motor from the factory is supposed to make 295 to the crank, so it should make 600. But whenever people ask, I tell them it's probably between 450 and 500, probably less to the wheels. Like, I don't think this truck's making a whole lot of power. It feels pretty quick, but I mean, it is 6,000 pound truck, 2616s, 30.
Let's go, walk down, gang got running. Now get behind my push and running. Fast that car, hoe go 200. Big walk down, young nigga hop out of face, can't get away, get up the bump stock chase. I got plenty of hoe for the street, can't save. Gang, you wanna be watching my movie like cable. Walk down, gang got them young nigga wild, bad person on the plane, horn higher than the pie. Told this line, chill out, a little bro, $100,000 chain.
So this is just a 8-inch show off. I have the
Now he do have kryptonite uppers, 7-9 show off lift.
Android tie rods.
Now, what made you take the 4-wheel drive out, you said?
I got bullied into it by David. 4-wheel drive launches on this would just crumple the front end, 100%. I mean, 2616s, 2-inch spacers, lift. I mean, lifting a truck doesn't make it weak, but I feel like there's just so much mechanical advantage out there. It would just crumple the tie rods. But I mean, it's just your basic show off. I bought this used from a buddy, and that's how I got the powder coat color, because he gave me extra powder. I did the powder coat myself. That's why it's so bad. I mean, it don't look bad, but I know it's bad. Yeah. I just bought a Harbor Freight powder coat gun, looked up some YouTube videos, cleaned it off real good, and put a gray on it. I forgot what it's called. It's like a primer. It's not a primer. And then you cook it, and then you take it back out the oven, spray the pink, and cook it, and then you're done. The rest of this truck, I mean, it needs to get a paint job. Like, you can see, like, I'm not scared to show all the things. Like, the owner before this got brake fluid all on the side of the truck. So this side of the truck just has a bunch of just where the paint bubbled. 26 by 16 kids you want to raise. I'm poor, they don't spin. 35, 1650 Fury MT2s. Whenever I bought these tires were just coming out. I've had these since LST, I think.
This is the tire that I plan on buying next. I'm about to take my 1550s off and run a 1650, only because I'm tired of the 1550 leaking. I love the look of the tire, but over time, it does not last. Like the debris get inside the wheel and it just causes a leak, and you don't want to keep going through that, honestly. I don't, at least. So I personally like these tires. A lot of y'all saying y'all don't like them. I like the tires. They look nice to me.
I don't like the tread. I got them because I knew they weren't leaked, but I don't like the tread. I mean, I'm warming up to them, but I think a Fury MT, like the ones that you got, is just, or a Gladiator, but I didn't want to run 37s. This truck has no paint work because, I mean, we've been doing all kinds of mechanical work on the truck. I was gonna save the paint for last because it's gonna get scratched, dented in and out the engine bay. So I mean, the paint on the truck's just original GMC neon black, and it's pretty bad. I bought flat black bezels for everything to where it would look color matched, but it's not. Light up door handles. I built these myself. I personally wouldn't buy handles from anyone because, I mean, they're like $1,200. I built these for about $400, but just parts on eBay and Amazon. You can just figure it out. The handle comes with the lens, with a light in it already. Full chrome. You take this little lens off. You just replace the LED in there to a switchback strip, super glue the lens back on, and put whatever backing you want. So if you already got color match handles and you want to do light up handles, you can literally just put the actual handle part on whatever bezel you want.
Why not wrap it instead of painting?
I feel like wrapping is just like I feel like it's just kind of cheesy.
To a certain extent, I agree. I feel like if you want to just keep changing the color of the vehicle, do that. But if you set on that color and that's what you want to run, paint it. I wouldn't wrap it.
And I'm not very good at keeping up with stuff, keeping it clean.
Yeah.
So I mean, a wrap, I feel like I just wouldn't keep a wrap up for very long. The truck's done pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect. The guy who owned it before literally drilled racks. So I can't take this off because there would just be holes in my roof. If I could, I'd take those off if I could. But I mean, that'll get done when it's painted. I mean, this is just an SLT truck. I mean, it's leather. I mean, it's loaded. It don't have a sunroof or a 6.0. As far as transmission goes, so I bought a 99 Sierra 2500 gas that caught on fire, but the engine block's still good. So I have a 6.0 iron block at Austin shop that I plan on building. The goal is to do like a 408 stroker with it. So that's like what David got, but a little bit bigger. And this truck would blow the tires off like nothing. The transmission came out of that truck as well. I sent it off. Transmission cost me $1,800 to build. And I told my trans guy I wanted to hold 1,200 horsepower in a big truck. He was like, I can do it. The converters are Circle D 3200 stall triple disc with a mechanical diode instead of a Sprag lockup, because I didn't want to blow it up. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have paid for all that extra stuff, because that's a, you know, $2,800 converter. I mean, it's not really necessary. I think the triple disc is necessary, but I'm not doing pulls and lockup. But I mean, it's just a two-wheel drive 480. The swap's really easy. It's just you buy a little $80 swap harness and then a cross member to replace the four-wheel drive cross member, which is like $80 on like Amazon, eBay. You can spend a couple $100 on one, but it's the same thing from the $80 on Amazon. Rear end, same thing. It's the rear end out of a 99 Silverado 2500. So I have a 14 bolt in here. So the 10 bolt rear ends are kind of weak. Just like the 460s, they won't hold power. But I mean, this is just a stock 14 bolt rear end, 373 is open rear diff. I don't think I've been doing one wheel pills. I mean, I'm starting to chop the front of my tires a little bit from just, you know, doing pulls on it. Color match, well, it's supposed to be color match tails. I kind of went crazy before scraping and putting these tails in. So this is the color that I'm going to paint the truck. The truck's not this color, so it's a little off. You can see how it's got a bunch of metallic in it and stuff. You can get these off Amazon. I just had them opened up and painted. Same thing with the third brake light. The goal is to have a true track in it. I just didn't because I thought the 14 bolt would hold just fine, and that was another $1,600 I didn't need to spend now. So I mean, yeah, I do plan on building the rear end. The weak parts of this truck right now is the bottom end and maybe the rear end. So I mean, it's in a good place. The whole kit should hold 1,200. Never gonna do 1,200 horsepower, especially in this truck. Yeah. Maybe 800. 800 would probably be more realistic. I mean, it could probably do 1,200, but I mean, I would need to do a lot of suspension work. I do plan on four-link. I was supposed to get this four-linked bag, but the guy that was gonna do it ended up going crazy and started stealing money from people and had his shop closed down and all kinds of stuff, so that's kind of unfortunate.
What about a roll pan? What you think about that?
I don't like roll pans. I also don't really like the new body bumpers on these. I just like the stock bumpers. I think they look good. Oh, another cool thing that people really like, Amazon, little shock for the tailgate.
You don't got to worry about your tailgate slamming down when you open it because that shock on there.
The only thing that sucks is it wants to push this out, so sometimes it'll get caught and it'll stick out like this when you close it, so you kind of got to watch that. I mean, I think that covers the truck pretty well. I mean, I used to daily this truck. You can see my Louisiana Tech parking tag on it still.
What about a shaved tailgate? Would you do that or not?
Nah, I'm not into that kind of stuff. That's more of like the lower truck stuff. I mean, I'm not into shaving and stuff like that. I mean, the next things I do through this truck is a new motor, paint, rear end, and then I couldn't think of something else to do. I'm sure there's plenty of other things to do to the truck. The thing that sucks about the stock fuel tanks is that I can't go below quarter tank of gas or else they'll suck air. Because the way the fuel pumps are, one's lower than the other. So that top one sucks air or something, I don't know. Everybody has that issue. David, me, a couple other guys with built stuff. And in the interior is pretty much a letdown. I haven't had a headliner in this thing since last year, but I did the captain seats in the rear so I can put the ice box in. These are out of a Yukon. So if you had a diesel version of this truck, like a 2500, you would get the XL seats. With the 1500 cabs, you have to get the 1500 seats because of the way this track runs. So usually intercooler's on the front of the truck. So air's moving through it from the outside and the air from the turbo is moving through it to cool the charge air from the turbo. So what this does is instead of it running air from outside, it runs water, ice cold water through it to where I can get lower intake temps. It's mainly a drag racing thing because it heat soaks really bad daily driving it. But I mean, like, if I don't put ice in it, intake temps get to about, like, it's 80 degrees today. I'll let it go down like 110, 100, just like real quick, just like flashing it. And then I'll do whatever I want to do and then it'll go back up slowly to about 140, 150. And 140, 150 intake temps fine. I'm gonna make sure this thing's cold. If I'm really beating on it, I'd probably do this every hour. And whenever I was driving a PCB, we had to drive an hour to the show. And I was putting ice in it every 20 minutes, but that's just because I didn't know enough about the whole thing. I didn't realize 150-degree intake temp was okay. Hey, if I blow it up and it's on video, worth it. If I blow it up and no one sees it, boring. And at the end of the day, I mean, we're not racing these trucks. We're not building pro mods. So it's really not that serious. I mean, we're just having fun, building cool shit. I mean, it's for show.
I think this is the time we're about to actually drive this thing and see what it's like, see the power it's pushing. Maybe it could put me back in my seat like David truck did, but I don't know. We about to find out right now. It's my first time driving in it. All right, you ready?
Are you ready?
I don't know. Stuff my seatbelt on? Oh yeah, you got yours on. That's my cue to put mine on too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous, bro. Okay.
18.6 pounds of boost. That is not good.
Can you run it on E85?
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't gotta use the bathroom. So do you get full U-turn in this or no?
So the lift actually limits me to a turn and a half. So it don't matter if I'm running stocks or these, I won't rub, and I got the same amount of turn.
I don't know what it is about fast cars, bro. Like anything fast, I'd be scared of. A motorcycle, I'm not scared, but a whip, I don't know what it is. I'd be scared to go fast.
All right, let's see what we can do.
Just spun, bro. Is that his first time spinning?
Maybe. I just threw the belt off. I got no power steering. Man, we spun pretty good back there.
This thing is fast.
We threw the belt off, so we have to fix it. I broke it.
All right, guys, so that was the first pull, and I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared of fast whips. Y'all know this. He just threw the belt off. As you can see, if you look down up in here, the belt did come off. So we about to fix that real quick. And after we fix that, we're gonna do it again. I think that's my time to drive it. Now that I know how I feel, you know what I'm saying? I know what to do, I think. I'm not gonna push it how he pushed it because that's his truck and he know how to push it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of gas and just, you know what I'm saying? Just put a light foot on there. I got a heavy foot, but today is light. What the f? Yeah, go help him real quick, bro. Don't do him like that. Bro just blew it, bro just blew a tire on the highway. We witnessed it and heard it. He won't even go help. That's a bad citizen of you, bro.
Right here too.
I'm busy right now. I can't go help him. Come on, let's go help him. We both go help him real quick. What's up, bro? How you feeling? Hey, look, I got you $1,000 right now if you do a burnout.
Yeah?
We love you, Perk.
Gonna roll it up, my nigga. Roll up, jump out the car. Jump out the car. Gonna roll it up, my nigga. Hey, gonna roll the wood or something. The double O.
They told me slow down. Get full of these person, I swear it's gonna go down. See, I kick the door down. The 007, you see this shit, my sound.
All right, guys, so this is the moment of truth where I'm about to drive it. Chris drove it and he blew the belt off. I promise you I'm not gonna drive it that hard at all. I don't wanna break anything on this truck because I know everything is expensive then. Oh. Guys, he said he don't let anyone drive this truck, so y'all definitely gotta go follow Chris right now because he's letting me drive it for the video. I think that's dope. This is my first time ever driving a turbo truck in my life. I never drove one before.
Feel the brakes out real quick so you can get a feel for that. It works good, but it's just a little hard, you see?
Bro, I feel like I'm in a race truck for real. I don't want to break nothing, so you got to tell me like where to stop giving the gas before I take off, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm barely giving it any gas. Bro, I didn't go fast at all. I was so scared to really give it gas. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh my God, bro. Yo. Oh, shit. Bro, this is fun as hell. Like, this turbo shit is different.
It picks the front end up so much, you feel that steering wheel turning?
Yeah. I see why y'all get excited doing this. All right, so tell me when to stop giving the gas, all right? Oh my God! I'm still not getting full gas! Oh my God, bro, this is insane!
You only made 8 pounds of boost.
And you made 15 and 20?
Yeah. The thing is it's making a boost, right? But it's not fueling for it, so it's not making no power.
I don't want to go no faster than I'm going, bro. I'm going too fast already. How fast was I going? Like, did you see the speedometer? that was it right there. I don't want to drive this truck way too much because at the end of the day, I don't know nothing about these turbos. I don't want to break nothing. I got to understand it. This is not my truck. I want to be more safe than sorry. I got to protect myself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to replace some stuff for something that's not mine. You know what I'm saying? So I think I definitely got to feel up, especially when he drove. He actually got down on it. This is in the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to show the best. Follow me on Instagram at Poppin' Clutches. Follow Chris on Instagram as well. I'll put it down below. Let's get this video to 100,000 views. David, video got what, 100,000 views?
140.
Let's shoot for 200,000 views. I think we can get that.
I made a lot of mistakes. That's how I got to this point. I made a lot of mistakes. I failed 30 times before I did something right.
Okay, that's real. That's real. This put big smiles on my face. I like this video right here. But we'll see you on the next one. We out.